Okay, auto dealers and beyond, let's talk about AI search. And unless you've been living under a rock or a car, or maybe you've just been sleeping at the dealership a little bit too many nights these past few months and years, you have heard of AI, artificial intelligence. It is quickly and ever evolving and changing the world we live in, and it affects so many different things. You'll hear AI for BDCs. You'll hear AI for websites. You'll hear AI for advertising. You'll hear AI for phone calls, picking up phone calls. You'll hear AI, replacing human beings. Maybe not even needing the same sales personnel, right? So there's all these different variances of AI, but it's an abstract topic and not a lot of people know what it means. So what we're going to do is we're going to focus on AI related to search, right? So AI search, artificial intelligence search, what does it mean? What does it look like? And how is it going to impact your store moving forward? All right, so we're going to use our handy dandy Google Incognito window, and we're going to do a test search. Let's do it right now. So let's search for where can I find the best deal on a new Ford near me. Let's see what happens. Hit enter, and what do we get? We get this thing up here, right? You might have seen this before. It's an AI overview. To find the best deal on a new Ford in Dallas, Texas, first visit official Ford dealer websites in the Dallas area like Planet Ford, North Central Ford, Westway Ford, Grapevine Ford, 5-Star Ford Dallas. To check for current new vehicle specials, financing options, and manufacturer rebates, you can use online tools to compare prices and incentives across multiple dealerships and consider visiting a few dealerships to test drive vehicles and negotiate the best possible price. Then it gives me a whole bunch of other things to do, right? And guess what I don't see in here? I don't see any ads right now. I don't see really our classic organic result. This is all in a declarative statement, right? We have all these different bullet points. Check manufacturer and dealer website for specials. Compare offers across multiple stores. Leverage online resources and negotiation. Consider trade-in deals and used vehicles. And then over here, it gives us a list of where it pulled some of this information from, including Westway, AutoNation, Planet, Don Hins, and more. So this is AI search as we know it now. Now, there's other things we're not even going to get into at this time, like Google's AI mode or searching on ChatGPT or whatever. But this is what we're seeing. This is the future of search. There's going to be monetization in here, right? Meaning there's going to be ads in here. It's coming soon. So I'm actually going to show you a little bit more about AI search for car dealers. And we're first going to take a document that I received from Google, and we're going to dissect it and go a little bit more and dig a little bit further on what it means. So here is said document. All right. AI is expanding what search can do. Advances in AI have been integral to expanding what search can do, and our Gemini mode, customized for search, has improved our ability to help people discover more of the web and the world around them. All right, sounds great. And if we look here, what is this? AI overview, but this little logo is the Gemini logo. That is Google's artificial intelligence competitor to ChatGPT in essence. So AI overviews work very differently than chatbots and other LLMs. What are LLMs? Large language models. So large language model products that people may have tried out. They're not simply generating an output based on training data. While AI overviews use a customized language model, the model is integrated with our core web ranking systems. I think this is kind of key right here. And designed to carry out traditional search tasks like identifying relevant high-quality results from our index. Read more. So essentially, these AI overviews, they're just search results on steroids. They try and take all the indexing of all the search results and give you the best possible answer based on how you rank in search or how businesses rank in search, which is key. How do we do that? How do we actually differentiate that? When will AI overviews appear in search? This is interesting too. You'll find AI overviews in your Google search results when our system determines that generative AI can be especially helpful, for example, when you want to quickly understand information from a range of sources. This is generally in response to no one right answer queries, or ones that we call complex queries, which may involve questions where it may be helpful to get information from a range of web pages. So check this out. I asked, where can I find the best deal on a new Ford near me? Now, what if I go in here and look up new Ford F-150 for sale? Look what I get. I don't get the AI overview. I get the VLAs in this instance because I'm looking for a new Ford F-150 for sale. Google understands that I want to see pictures and vehicles and things like that with prices. It's going to give me the vehicle listing ad section. Right? And it's not going to be the same every time. It depends on the query, it depends on the device. But that's the difference. When I look up new Ford F-150 for sale, I'm going to get this. I don't see any AI overview in this. And again, it's different from situation to situation. But when I look at a complex question, where can I find the best deal on a new Ford near me? That's when I get an AI overview, right? So just know that if there's no one right answer, then that's when you're going to get an AI overview. Typically, not all searches are guaranteed this way. So, all right, SEO guidance. So what are we supposed to do? This is the big thing. And this is the number one thing that my team and I are focusing on moving forward into 2026. Focus on unique, valuable content for people. Meet users' preferences in today's multimodal search environment. Supporting your text content with high-quality images and videos. That's key. How can we, if you want to rank better, you not only have to create content, and when you create content, what is content? Content is this, what you're watching right now. It's in video form. But it's really just giving proper information. Create a lot of content to rank for search, and you're going to want to put that on your website in a very strategic and implemented fashion. But not only should it be written, it should be different forms, and that's what this multimodal really stands for. High quality images and videos. So that's number one. That's the number one thing my business is focusing on moving into 2026. Let me know if you have questions on that and how we're doing that. Number two, ensure we can access your content. Prioritize content-rich pages for indexing and crawling, and ensure structured data is always supported by visible content. So that's not only putting the content out there, but it's also making sure it's on your website and making sure it's crawlable, it's indexable, and it's in the right format for Google to understand. It's almost like, we have that common question, am I writing for a person or writing for a search engine? There's a bit of both. You want to create content that's good for people, but you also want to make sure you have content that's accessible from a search engine, right? And there's certain ways to do that. Number three, understand the value of your clicks. Focus on how well users get information or finish tasks, not just on clicks. So we'll see this a lot. If you look in Google Search Console, there will be tons of impressions happening with people with articles winning an AI search, but you may not see the clicks to your website. And that's because when we go to this example here and I look, people may not necessarily have to click anywhere, right? It gives me the step-by-step on what to do, but I don't need to click anywhere, right? Very interesting. So clicks aren't necessarily the attribution metric of doing well in AI overviews, right? We have to look at different metrics. So don't just look at clicks. So to summarize, create unique, valuable content. Make sure your website and your website has it structured correctly, and don't focus on clicks. So check this out. What we've learned so far, AI overviews are now driving 10% more queries globally for the types of queries that show them. Wow, so 10% more queries. It's inching its way into normal search. Since launching AI overviews, we've seen an increase in the volume of commercial queries. So this is like Google documentation of saying, hey, there's a lot of people searching for transactional and commercial queries. I want to buy stuff, right? What's the right thing to buy? How do I compare this and that? Our investments in AI are driving higher search usage from younger users 18 to 24. Okay. AI Overview now has over 2 billion monthly users across more than 200 countries and territories in 40 languages. 2 billion monthly users. Significant, right? And I read somewhere that, there's maybe 8 billion searches in Google per day. And I think with AI platforms, there's now 1 billion. That, even if those numbers aren't exactly right and they're changing every day, that is exponential, right? That's exponential. So, finally, let's take a look at this. So this is the interesting part, especially about the marketing. What can we use for your dealership, right? Ads in AI overviews. So as we apply the power of generative AI to search, ads will continue to play a critical role in helping consumers find helpful information, enabling businesses to be discovered online. Ads above and below AI overviews. So check this out. I haven't seen it too much yet, but what's coming is that in AI overviews, there will be ads, which means we can place ads in here, right? And how do we do that? How do we get set up for that? That's what it's about. So if, I am Grapevine Ford as an example, and I want to be above Planet Ford Dallas, how can I put an ad here? And that is the key question. That's what we're figuring out the answer to now, and it hasn't quite rolled out yet, but this is what's coming. So ads within AI overviews. What makes the ads in AI overviews unique is that we consider both the user query as well as the content of the AI overview when serving ads. Text and shopping ads from search, shopping, and PMAX campaigns. Availability will be launched in US, English, mobile, and desktop. Coming soon to select English-speaking countries 2025. So it's happening. It's coming now. We should start to see this roll out any day. So how do I get wrinkles out of clothes without an iron? Reach consumers early in their discovery, extreme relevance, shortened path, blah, 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 blah. Great. People have been finding ads within AI overviews helpful because they can quickly connect with relevant businesses. Yeah, this is all just Google marketing. But here's the meat and potatoes. To show ads on AI-powered search experiences, you need AI-powered targeting solutions. Again, to show ads on AI-powered search experience, you need AI-powered targeting solutions. Broad match on search campaigns. We're testing that now. AI Max for search, beta, Performance Max in shopping. So, playing with AI Max, that's going to help as well. So, it's really about broad match keywords and AI Max. And if you've been following this channel at all, I typically don't like broad match keywords. But what we've been finding is that they're starting to generate really, really positive results in terms of conversions, especially if you're using machine learning conversion bidding strategy. So, a lot is happening. A lot is happening. So we have to test and figure out how we shift into this world. And maybe showing ads on AI is good. Maybe showing ads not on AI is good. I don't know. It depends. But we need to start testing it. So really, what is this about? It's all about AI search. And AI search still carries the same two principles of search. There's paid and there's organic. There's cost per click, and then there's, when I say organic, there's SEO, search engine optimization. But now this is more like AEO, answer engine optimization, and GEO, generative engine optimization. So hopefully this makes some sense. It does bring in more questions. If you would like to know how my team is actually testing broad match on search campaigns and AI Max for search campaigns, and if you would like to know what we're doing to revamp our content, please let me know in the comments. I've given some hints and some clues here, but there's actually very specific items that we are doing, those small hinges that are going to swing the big doors, so you can rank not only in AI overviews first, but also faster and more effectively, both in organic and paid listings. Let me know what you guys think. A lot of questions here, a lot of uncertainty, but also a lot of good things too. It's changing, and we have to change with it. So, David Feldman-Makrias, thank you very much, and we'll see you all soon.